1% better every week. It's the approach I take at my church, where there's just a million things that need to get done. There's a million things to be improved upon. I like to take bite-sized chunks and say, what's something that I can improve upon this week to make it just 1% better? Here's the 1% this week that I thought was pretty cool and maybe applicable to you. And that's this trick of the floating camera effect. You'll see this in live production if you start looking for it, where the camera just kind of has some breathing room to it. It's operating in a box. You know, if you got the handles on the camera, you can kind of just move it around instead of just locking it in place. The technology at my church doesn't allow that. We don't have physical cameras. We got PTZ cameras that are just locked in place on a tripod. You can actually do this in post. I'll show you how I do it in Davinci. So I created a new adjustment layer here, and in Resolve, you've got a camera shake effect that you can drop on there. I'll drop it onto the original clip so you can see, but here's the original clip. Okay, just kind of like static, boring lock shot on the pastor. And then if we add the camera shake to it, a lot of movement there. That's not exactly what you want, but there's a lot of settings that you can do to adjust that. And really, you want PTR, right? That's the pan, tilt, rotation. And there's really not any rotation you want to do, so pull that out. The zoom, you're not doing any zoom, so those can be 0. You don't want to be popping in and out. And then the pan and tilt are your fine adjustment layers to make it feel like someone's actually manning this camera and moving with the subject and making it feel like it has some breathing room in that shot. So you can see as I'm adjusting that what the impact is. So I'll show you what the finished product is using my adjustment layer. You can see it kind of pops in on that, and now we have a little bit of breathing room. It's so subtle. You can see it in the edges here, but it adds a layer of dynamic feel to it